Alright, welcome back to a new Warcraft Rumble video. Today we're going to be playing some Baron Rivendare. All three matches today take place above 3,000 honor, so hopefully they should be some good ones. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and enjoy the video. So starting out, I'm a bit behind. I didn't have any fast units in my opening hand, so my opponent decided to drop a Safe Rider in order to snag both treasure chests. I drop a Necromancer in order to counter my opponent's Necromancer on the right-hand side. Meanwhile, my Abomination plus Ogre Mage are pushing down mid lane. My opponent drops a Banshee in order to try and possess my Abomination, however I hook him just in time to CC him enough to kill him before the Banshee can possess it. My mid lane push gets some decent damage on the opponent's base tower. Meanwhile, I drop a Baron Rivendare on the left-hand lane to clear it out in order for my Cobalt Miner to get some gold. With some units stacked up, I end up blizzarding on top of their head in order for my units to push in for the kill. Good game. Alright, on to game 2. It's the same opponent once again, so I know his deck, so I know how to counter it. I start off by dropping a Necromancer in the mid lane in order to take the treasure chest plus take out the Quillbore for me. Drop a Griffin Rider on the right side to take care of the Baron Rivendare, however my opponent drops a Safe Rider off screen on top of it, and I wasn't prepared for it, so my tower goes down. My Ogre Mage cleans up the rest of the troops on the right hand side, and while my units in the middle continue to push. I drop my Earth Elemental on the tower in order to tank for my Abomination to clean up the rest of the units. I also get a bit of chip damage on the tower as well. My opponent ends up Safe Ridering the treasure chests in the midfield, so I'm down quite a bit of gold, so I have to focus on defense for a little bit. I summon some units to push out onto the right side in order to take the tower back. I continued the defense on my base tower, meanwhile my Necromancer just barely survives on the right hand side and is able to take the tower back to my side. Thanks to my Necromancer's talent, Cult of the Damned, which on kill summons a skeleton, I have a decent force pushed up on the right hand side. I back it up with an Abomination and clean up the units in my base. My Abomination makes it up to the tower and starts wailing on it, however my opponent summons a Banshee and off screen it takes control of my Abomination, so now I have to deal with it. Meanwhile, my opponent tries to backdoor me once again, but I clean it up with my Griffin Rider. With my units approaching the enemy base, I drop down an Earth Elemental to tank for a couple seconds, and then I drop a Blizzard on top of the units to take them out, plus deal some chip damage onto the tower. My opponent tries one desperate last push with a skeleton party to push onto my tower, however, at the same time my Necromancer takes out his tower. Good game. So starting out game 3, I see my opponent has a fast Karen on his team, so I drop an Earth Elemental in order to distract for a couple of seconds so I can secure the treasure chest on my side. I'm a bit behind at this point, so I try and summon my Ogre Mage to take out enemies from above on the bridge. However, he drops a Stonehoof Torrent in order to take out my mage. I wait for his Ogre Mage to lock onto my tower, and then I drop my own Necromancer to start a counter push. I really don't want my opponent to get that 3 Vein of Gold, so I drop a Blizzard on top of the Miner plus the Dark Spiritual. I try to secure the gold myself, however my opponent Chain Lightnings my Cobalt Miner down. I try to solo push onto his left side tower with my Baron Rivendare, however he drops a Stonehoof Torrent just in time to stun it up. I drop a Cobalt Miner once again, and this time I have an Ogre Mage escorting him, so he's able to secure the gold on the left-hand side. My Ogre Mage rains fireballs from above onto the Karen below the bridge, and at this point I have a huge force built up. My Cobalt Miner ends up securing the right side vein as well, so at this point I'm hugely ahead at gold. With my big gold advantage, I'm able to Blizzard on top of his head and take out all of his units and overwhelm him with mine. Good game. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.